Good day, everyone. It is not. I don't even know how to start this video, but I'm not really that happy about the. Anyway, I just watched a video of how this guy what's his name? Sef? I've forgotten his name. Narrated how this girl that does content Sunshine, how she died due to complications from surgery, fibroid surgery. I want to share my story. I don't have fibroid. I want to share my story. I have something pelvic that has to do with pelvic pain too. So I thought of sharing my story as to as to encourage young girls to take very good care of themselves and make sure they go for checkup anytime they have any symptoms or any pain whatsoever it may be. No matter how much the checkup is, going for checkups, sometimes even go for regular checkups, general checkups. You might not be sick. You are not supposed to be sick for you to go to checkups. Me, this advice I'm giving, I'll still take it for myself because I don't go for checkups. If not that, the only checkups me I go for once in a while, it's maybe to check if I have infection or anything like that. Yeah, I'm very cautious of, so I think I should be more conscious of my health than you get. So sometime last year, before now, I'm this kind of person that has, there are some girls, so I thought that there are some girls that would have very serious menstrual cramps. I'm one of them that would have, if you are seeing your periods as if they're ripping your whatsoever that is down there. Like, the pains used to be very, very serious that I could barely stand straight. Yeah. So November last year, I was talking to a friend of mine and I explained to the person that the period pain was coming. Like, after my period, I was still having cramps and all that. I'd be like, why am I having cramps when I just finished my period? And it's not like I'm even ovulating, but I'm still having the cramps. One particular day, my mom came home with her friend and I went to my mom and told my mom, mom, you see, my belly dey pain me funny, no be say I dey see my period don pass. She was not like, belly dey pain you, you sure say no be appendix dey do you again? So I was like, appendix ke? She me have, like, was it in 2020? Is it that 2019 or 2020? I was diagnosed of appendix and my dad did herbs for me to take, that it will flush down the appendix and all that. Although after I took the herbs, I did not go for follow-up check if the appendix is still there or not. But I was okay. So since then I've been fine. I've not really had that kind of pain. So going back to that day, my mom now told me that am I sure it's not appendix? So I just thought, as they tell me appendix, fear don't catch me, because guy, if you get appendix and the appendix still there since 2020, come reach now be say the thing fit don dey one burst, you get. So I had to rush down to what do they call all this diagnostic whatsoever they call them, wey they do scan. I had to rush there, did I told them that I wanted to do pelvic scan. So we did the pelvic scan and I was diagnosed of haemorrhagic ovarian cyst. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but I did try for English some more. Haemorrhagic ovarian cyst. That was the first time in my life I was hearing something like that. I was like, what is this? What is haemorrhagic ovarian cyst? I've heard ovarian cyst before. I've seen it on the internet, but I've not really seen somebody that had ovarian cyst before. So it was strange to me. So after then, I just snapped my results, the scan results I was given, and sent it to a doctor friend of mine. And the doctor friend of mine told me some things I should do, things I should avoid, that there's no particular medication to it, that the only thing I can do is I'll be taking pain relief whenever the pain comes or whenever the pain is serious. I was like, wow, there's no medication to it, there's no cure. That mine is mild, that if it's very large, I would have to go through surgery to remove it. I was shocked. I was like, they say something like they say something they do, medication, they can't say make you just dey, or sometimes you go just take pain relief to manage the pain. I just thought, okay. So I was just there managing the pain. I could not really take pain relief because that's because of the pain I was feeling. I used to feel during my period. I think I overused ibuprofen, and the thing gave me ulcer, so I could not take pain relief. I was just managing the pain and taking paracetamol with it. So I was just, although the pain wasn't easy, I would just take paracetamol, use hot water and put on my stomach, drink hot water, and with time the pain reduced and it was going little by little. Why am I sharing this story with you people? When I came online to search for ovarian cyst, I saw thousands of women that are suffering from the same thing I'm suffering from. And I even talked to a friend, and my friend told me that she was diagnosed of that same thing. I was shocked because I never knew these things existed. I always thought maybe, okay, if there are some girls in life that usually have strong menstrual pain, and there are some girls that don't have menstrual pain like that. I just thought that, okay, I'm one of the people that God did not like too much, that God gave strong menstrual pain. Not knowing that I had issues there that was causing that pain. If not that I went for scan, I wouldn't have known that I had this thing. The thing would have been there. I would have been thinking that it is a normal thing for me to have this kind of pain. Thank God I went early and I was diagnosed early. That was how I was able to manage it. I'm currently still managing it now. I'm supposed to go for a scan later this week to know the size, if it has reduced very well. Why am I saying this? As a woman, I don't feel like anything just happened. As a woman, if you get any, I don't know, woman, man, anybody you are, if you're having any sign or symptoms, I don't think anybody should self-medicate. I know we would say there's no money and all that, but if you're having any signs or symptoms, carry yourself, go to the hospital. It's better diagnosed early than late. I believed if the time Sunshine started having this pelvic pain, if she noticed early, God rest her soul, but if she had noticed early and went to the hospital earlier, they would have diagnosed it and they would have managed the fibroid before it got that big and dangerous. I've come to the conclusion that there's no pelvic pain that is normal. Every pelvic pain needs to be checked. Yes, this is my conclusion. There's no pelvic pain whatsoever it is, because pelvic pain can be related to so many things, not only fibroid, not only ovarian cyst. It can be related to so many things. So as a woman, once you are having this kind of strong pelvic pain, don't take pain relief. Go and see the doctor so you know what you are treating. Go and see the doctor. Don't just sit at home and self-medicate. God will help us all, because this advice I'm giving, I still need it for myself, because I self-medicate too sometimes. I do. So guys, this is really, really painful that somebody like that had to die because of something like that, but it is well. God rest her soul.